So I'm going to copy paste the city that I already made. But I think it's probably the best idea, at least as far as I'm concerned. I'm lazy. I don't want to be creative. That would mean laying out this grid again, the street grid. So it's basically 4x4. It'll actually lead me all the way out here to this farm. Oh, I was thinking about the idea of putting industry down here, though. Once my guy gets smart enough, I forgot about that. That's why I put all those colleges down and shit. So health looking well-funded. Education looking well-funded. Library getting really well used, which is great. I'm not sure why my last playthrough that was not the case. It seemed like nobody wanted to go to the library. Okay. So let's see. Let's start laying down roads. Might as well make this money. Very high need for commercial. Like everyone has very high needs right now. I might even just not even have to fuck around with industry that much. I'm kind of scared to lay down industry. Let's not do that yet until we have much of a need for it. Let's just work on the streets, then we're going to we'll just let industry develop. We'll basically build farms. I mean, we'll... Sorry, I was a little bit distracted here. We'll just use commercial to give people jobs, right? Fuck industry. Industry can be a very high polluter. I think that maybe we don't need it. Maybe we'll just do it like this, and that'll be good enough. We'll just use commercial to give people jobs, and the farms will be our industry. Okay. I mean, if Mandela is if Mandela effect and the idea that we're actually in a different universe, yeah. I need power for the farms. Oh, no, not that. Fuck. This. You goof. Now I got power again, I believe. Good time to spend more money on roads. More roads. More roads. More roads. Sorry, guys. I just love roads so much. There's been many things I remember way differently, but then I heard it said our memories can be false. Yeah, memories can be false. They don't mean the Mandela effect ain't real. Roads, KG. I'm laying roads. So many roads. Oh yeah, baby, just sitting here making money, dude. Straight making that money. Yo, Sim Roads? Fuck SimCity, dude. And The Sims. Yeah, I'm really anal, KG. I think that there are those who would say that I'm depriving myself of a lot of this game's pleasures by just thinking of everything as being a grid. But to me, that's just easier to think of things as a grid. Not like Philly, which has fucked up weird roads, or Boston. Yeah, more like New York. optimal city design there. Just laying things out in grids. To me, it just makes it easier to get a sense of where to put things. Because I bet you are. Oh my god, crime. Oh, I hope you are. Yeah. Okay. So we're starting to not be making much money anymore. Look at our income. We're approaching leveling off for expenses versus income, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. I ain't scared. Okay, so yeah, so we're only making 50 bucks a month now. But I'm about to start making more houses and shit. That's why I built all this nonsense. Let's pause it. Let's think for a second here how I'm going to do this. We have a high need for commercial and residential. So maybe it'd make more sense to lay out like a layer of commercial. Because if I look at the education map, I think we're pretty much at the edge, right? Well, the high school's got plenty of space left. But it might just have to be that way. I think what I'm going to do... Oh, fuck. How do I want to do this? I think I'm just going to let the high schools overlap. And focus more on, like... I can put commercial through here, really. But the elementary school also kind of overlaps. I have, like, a big elementary school, too. But, if I was going to perfectly mirror this city, which I'm not sure I want to do, it would literally just be 2 layers of residential. But I have such a high need for commercial right now. I also want to make like a layer of commercial first, just to satisfy that need in the community, and to like separate the 2 areas. Let's do that a little bit. I'm gonna do it like this. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's go here. Let's go to commercial. Let's zone these 4 areas as being commercial, and see if they actually pop up. How's it meet? It's a very, very high need. In fact, the need is so fucking high, we still have plenty of need left. Yeah, it's all really high, but I'm trying to get out of the... Basically, my plan, Brian, is to fill these 2 rows with something aside from residential, so that I don't have to actually fund those areas for education or health. Right, and then it's down here, start from scratch with a larger education and health field. If I can fill these 2 rows with like industrial and commercial, then I can not have to put another elementary school down, basically. That's my thinking. But it could just be that I'm a dum-dum. Bunch of businesses right by the graveyard. Nothing wrong with that. Good night, Diddy Dante. Have a good rest, man. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed your monster huntering. Yeah, because basically, I feel like I'm kind of... I don't want to put houses here. They have to build more... I kind of want to keep like a nice little system of high school and elementary school and high school to elementary school, so on and so forth. Same with health. So commercial need is starting to decline a little bit, starting to fluctuate. How's my income looking now? So we're making tons of money from commercial. Holy fuck. What the fuck? I didn't land on that much, did I, or did I? You pay separate health and education, but try to minimize the cost of each center as a result. Yeah. But we're making tons of money now. Holy shit. Said most of my playthroughs, there's not that much need for commercial. I'm not sure what the hell's going on. How's my taxes looking? What the fuck? Why is it going so nuts? All the taxes are looking really, really slim, which is great. Agriculture, I'm really blowing it through agriculture. That's fine. Again, they can take it. Okay, so we're making more than 1,000 bucks a month now, and still seeing a little bit of growth. So let me put commercial here and here as well. Now why is that one not want to pop up? We still have... Oh, there we go. Okay. Actually, gotta slow down time so I can enjoy the animation. This game's got amazing sprite work. I'm gonna zoom in a little further, too. Let me speed it up a little bit here. Still have demand, right? Sure we do. It's awesome sprites. Okay. See how the guys working down there? They're building stuff. Wow, it's glorious. You can see them welding and shit. Also, all the little Sims have their own like little meters and shit. They're actually actual people. You even put the microphone on them and like listen to what their thoughts are, so they can tell you about what they think of the city. It's kind of cool. How's their demand looking now for commercial? Still plenty, so I should actually be able to build the rest of these now if I'm fast. There we go. Still some commercial demand, so I'm going to build a couple more blocks of it. I can't believe that this is going like so well. Like I cannot. This is the most success I've ever had in this game. It's just crazy to me how eager they are to build commercial, and we're just making so much money. And taxes are so low, we're still making so much money. Let's hear the thoughts of every single sim in the city, huh? I wish that you could actually like listen to like an audio sound, but I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. I need to go to the microphone, wherever the hell that is. Need more power plants. I'm not surprised, honestly. We're building so much commercial, it's ridiculous. Surprised it's taking that long. Need more power plants. I have so much money, I could honestly just build... Let's build 2 more. I'll build 3 more, because we're going to be expanding a lot down here. Let's build this too, why not? We're making so much money, it's just ridiculous. So socialism better than capitalism confirmed, huh? I've got low as hell taxes, dude. Taxes are low AF right now. So let's see, how do I get that microphone? Is it this? Yes, microphone. So let's find a sim. I had to lower down speed. Here's some sims. They're not like walking around sims. There's like a weird bug sometimes where you can't like see them walk around. Like they kind of have this weird thing where they fade away. I think it's a bug because they're not sure where your camera actually is. I think there'd be a walking around type sim. Yeah, it's like the game glitched out. Sometimes they're supposed to just kind of walk and just be walking and be persistent, but sometimes they like fade away before you can touch them. Like the same with the cars, yeah, the cars just kind of appearing and vanishing. Doesn't make any sense. Here, he's one of them. So he's concerned about healthcare and education. We're on the outskirts now, right? And justice. Yeah, so basically I need to fix some infrastructure out here. That's fine. Fuck you. That's why I never talk to these sims. They always have fucking needs. Fuck you and your needs. Okay, so let's see here. So we've still got demand for commercial. Let's just lay down some more commercial. Okay. Now we've seen some decline in our need. So this place is going to not fully develop, like, nicely. But that's cool. We're making so much money. It's crazy. It seems not, KD. There are still disasters that happen. but they're usually like because of your own fault, because you like didn't have good fire coverage or something like that. And if you overpopulate the jails, so there's like jailbreaks and shit to break out. But as for like totally random natural disasters, it doesn't seem to work. Don't seem to be a thing in this game. Okay, well, our money being as it is right now, we are so fucking wealthy. I'm gonna just lay out this whole block in one big chunk, like this whole entire section, and just watch it populate. Because we have so much money, I think it could actually work. Could be extremely dumb of me, and it's gonna fuck up everything. But let's just do it. So that means I need to go to my education and lay it on the high school in the middle. It's kind of like my guide. It's all like based around the high school, basically. Well, let's use it. Let's use the elementary school as a basis. Let's go here. I want to go to the education, the large elementary school. So it's right. This is it right here. So I want to put another one right like here, basically. No, like right here. Yeah, right there. Okay. And that's going to be my basis for everything. So now I'm going to get to high school. I get the large high school now. That kind of recently unlocked. But I don't really need it. Oh, that is what I've been using as a large high school. Right? Am I wrong about that? High school and large high school. Which one is this? I think mine's the large one. This is the regular high school. Oh, this is the regular high school. Okay, so I've been using the large one. Okay. So the large high school would be like down here, I guess. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Okay. Let's put health down now. Health only applies to residential zones. So again, I can put that like right here, basically. There's a couple guys on the outskirts that aren't going to get what they need, health-wise. But honestly, fuck them. Yeah, that's what I want right there, actually. All right, so now we can think about crime and fire. So I've been using 2 police stations. Yeah, in the neighborhoods. Right. So basically now I want one here. But I want to have that be overlap. Entire overlap. So what if I did like... Well, no, I can put it right here, basically, this time. And that almost completely covers the city. Not quite, but almost. There are some dead zones where there's no police, but that's alright. Now we need fire. Wait. I don't see any rings for fire. Is there no fire stations in town? Wait. Something's not right. Zoom and enhance. We have fire stations, right? Oh, that's a weird glitch. Look, it wasn't like loading. Yeah, fire station. Yeah, how come I didn't, like, show it? Oh, it's a very faint line. That's the line of the fire station? Maybe it's red on green so I can't see it? So it's right here, basically. Right to the hospital. So it covers almost the whole city. So basically I want to come and put it over here. right here, basically. Maybe even right here. Let me review this again. It's right here. So it's actually not good fire coverage on the right side for the residential over there. But yeah, so I want to put it like right here even. Yeah, I think that's what I want. Get better fire coverage in general. Although it does leave the bottom part kind of SOL. Not really. Kind of a little bit. What if I just covered... Yeah, let's do it like this. There will be some areas out there that are kind of on the fringe of fire coverage. That's all right. It's kind of like our main street, like downtown. So now we got fire, we got health, we have education. Although we don't have a... let's put a library down. The library's got very small coverage. My library is like right here. So I want to put another one like right. It's only for residential though is the thing. So I want to put it like, it's still in the center-ish. Like right here, I guess. Yeah, they're in the corner. Okay, okay. And I don't think we're going to need another college or a museum. They'll travel to the museum and the college. Okay. So that's all of what we need for, like... We might need some more landfill. Not sure I want to travel that far to get to the landfill. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so we've got pretty good coverage now for all the essentials, right? So, do I want to build, before we move on too far, let's build like a state fair. I'll put down my mayor's house somewhere on this side of town, perhaps. Put the state fair like somewhere out here in the country. Won't always be country, but for now it's country. Okay, now we're gonna put my mayor's house. I also got a mayor statue to put down somewhere. We'll call this like second downtown. We'll put it down here somewhere. It's very dinky. Hella dinky. Put it by the high school. Okay, here's the mayor's house. Put on a female statue. I did. Oh well. I put down both apparently. I didn't know that. Let's put them side by side. Why not? Man and woman, dude. Together. Synchronized. So if I put my house, I guess, somewhere over here, I guess. That's going to be homes for sure. We saw the green fields turn into homes. Can I build anything else that's cool? Army base, that could be cool. Nah. Fuck that, dude. Mr. and Mrs. Venka, dude. Maybe one day, Ryan. Me and you can be Mr. and Mrs. Venka. I have no preference if I want to be Mr. or Mrs. You can go ahead and decide. Okay, so let's lay down a whole bunch of houses. Like a whole fuck ton of houses. Like, oh my god, so many houses. The problem is this won't even be powered out here until I get this all filled with some bullshit. And my plan is to put out the hella bullshit. Wait a minute. No, I almost like a little smiley face, my commercial zones. That's godlike. Okay, so let's, I need to, like I said, I need to get some power out here, first of all. So I should build in such a shape that creates power. Let's build along the edge, then. Yeah. I think that's close enough to get power still, maybe not. Yo, this is fucking ridiculous, dude. This is starting to have my doubts with this idea. Like, I'm expanding so much so fast. But I think it's gonna work out in my favor. I think. Oh, man. It's going to create a lot of commercial need, too, when I have all these people, so I think I can... Yeah, I'm going to put down some commercial zones here. Dude, this better fucking work, dude. Oh, I fucked that up. Let's unzone. Just have this be like 3 dip. I'm gonna spin the camera. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like that. Actually, I'm gonna put parks there. Some of those statues, it's kind of nice. Okay. So let's spin this. Alright. So now we've got, like, power. If I'm going to put down more commercial zones. And again, there's going to be so much demand from commercial, I think, because of a huge population jump. But I've been wrong before. Yeah, just keep on keeping on with the commercial. Oh boy. This might be a bit of a stretch. Okay, let's let it run. This is going to be interesting to see how this pans out. Let's watch my income. That doesn't matter, I got so much money anyway. Go! Okay. Lots of townsfolk. Commercial developing a little bit. Okay. So, how much demand do we have for people now still? Very high demand, like insane demand for people. Low demand for commercials still. So let's lay down more people until they need jobs and creates all this potential commercial growth. Right? Just lay them out, dude. Lay them all out. Jesus. Go! Okay. Seeing some minor growth in commercial need. But that's fine. I got so much space for more people to lay down. It's ridiculous. We are not making as much money as I would hope. Like, I thought having all these extra people here would really boost my income. But it seems to not be the case necessarily. Maybe because all the houses aren't fully built yet. Okay. Go! City Hall. Let's place that. Put it right here, I suppose. Making like 40 bucks a month. I know, it's crazy. I'm losing money now. What's up, Slade? I was kind of down in the dumps, Slade, that's why. I had a schedule for today. I was going to play some Tekken 7 and some Paper Mario. I just wasn't really feeling it. So I had to kind of de-schedule and play some SimCity instead. Honestly, I'm surprised that we got that far with our power situation being as it is. Okay, well, I'm going to put down some more of these power these things here. Power plants. This puts me a little bit over budget, but it's gonna be all right. Brian, tell me it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna get there. We just need to let people move in. That's all. We're breaking even. Okay, yeah, move in, guys, move in. Okay, you're making money now. See commercial grow. Okay, here we go. Let it develop. Let's let it develop. Let it rock. Yeah, thank you, Slade. How you doing, Slade? How's your weekend, homeboy? See a commercial come to life over here? Okay, okay, good. Let's zoom in a little bit. Zoom in and enhance. Okay, yeah, that's right. Move in, you fucks. Let's get this new downtown cracking. We're making a little bit of money now, not by much, but I feel like we're gonna have to need some more landfill soon. As houses are filling in, you also see that then the need for commercial is rising. Bored to death at work. What do you do, Slate? Why are you so bored? Doing fun. Go nuts. Shoot up the whole place, dude. You're an American, it's your right. Oh, look, I see they fucked up some commercial over here. The AI fucked it up again. There. Here, too, they fucked it up. You fucking idiots. You can't build... The little arrow points toward the road, which gives the area access. There's no road there to access it from. That'll do. Oh, you mentioned that before, Slade. Or gas station attendant third shift. Yeah, I talked to you before about that, about how it sounds like a really kind of a chill gig. There's some fucked up spots over here, too. God damn. Everything else down here looking good. Looking good. We've got a road now. So we're making good money. Not as good as I hope we would be making, but the good news is that there's still plenty of room to expand our residential. Yeah, I'm sorry, Slade. This is not the most exciting of streams to be entertained by while you're at work. It's more of a background tab sort of stream. Raise taxes! I think there's going to be no need. The finest mansion in mansion land. So we're seeing, again, we're starting to see the population get taken over by these rich folks. No water out here, so we're seeing a need for water finally. That means that we got thirsty enough that our water supply is getting exhausted, which is fine. I'll put down another water pump. Let me review that, though. Water... Yeah, so again, we're consuming enough water now that we're seeing gaps in our coverage. But that's fine. I'll put another fucking water pump. It's fucking peanuts. I like that one comic strip. What's it called? Oh, I can get a large water pump now. Cost a lot more per month. I'm not sure why I'd want that much. I guess for a much bigger city. There we go. That should totally cover our water situation. I have no highways yet, KG. And really, our city is pretty small. So KG in this game is kind of cool. You can zone areas, not just for residential, but for high density residential. There's like 3 different densities for everything you can make. So really, we don't have that many people, all things considered. For how much space we basically take up like half the map now, but not that many people because there's no like apartment buildings. Zoom in and pretend to be a person, huh? I will do that for you, my friend. So here's what I'm gonna do. I can actually, how much money are we making? Am I comfortable to play around for a little bit? Kind of. I wish I was making more money so I could feel comfortable zooming in and playing around. But here's what I can do. I can actually use this little My Sim mode. Who do you want to be, Dix? Which one of these ones do you want? Tell me if you want to be like A1 or C2. You guys want to join the game as well? Who do you guys want to be? We can make a sim for all you guys if you want. But you have to be one of these guys, though. You can't have your own. You can't make your own face in this game. 4 from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Granted the cool glasses. Cool glasses granny. What's your sign? Capricorn? Cancer, your personality. Yeah, that's funny. Move them in. Where do you want to live? What side of town do you want to live on? The newly developed south side? North side? The rich part of town, huh? That's kind of up here is like the richest part of town, I think. All the mansions and shit. Alright, let's see here. What you hear? This is a pretty fucking house right here. The stone chateau. Or the modern villa. The modern villa. Let's go, dicks! So I can actually follow your story now. You have like a little blog you post, and you tell me what you're thinking about this, about the environment. So what's cool about that is that you can tell me like what's wrong with the city sometimes. Like give me ideas on how to fix things. I gotta turn off this guy's microphone. How did I fucking... Like I want to disable your mic, sir. It's a bug or something? There's no one even there. Go away! Not a big deal. If you guys want to put a sim in the world, let me know. The later games let you play Sims in SimCity. This is the latest game. And I think, though, there's one called SimCity that came out like 2013. That's the one that got a lot of negative reviews. Because it had a lot of weird DRM issues. But I think you probably could play, like, actual put your sim from the game The Sims. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a message here. I'm going to be top right. Okay. So I'm going to... Where do you want to live, dude? Brian Axe. What kind of sign do you have, dude? More involved in SimCity I'm used to, but then again, my SimCity experience comes from the SNES version. We actually played that, Slade. We played, or should I say, we played SimCity 1, which is the SNES version. We played it on DOS, though. And yeah, it's very, very simple compared to this. But it's much harder. This is actually really easy compared to that game. This is like almost trivial. Also a Cancer. Let's fucking go. I want him to live in a mansion too. Here's a good house for him right here. Well, look at this fucking place. Pedriana Manor? We also read their blogs and shit, which is cool. We'll save that for later. I mean, they buy shoes, they get sick sometimes. It's pretty fun to follow them around. Okay, so our city is hella active. We got here, okay. Oh, we actually get news here. That's godlike. We actually get their news in our little news feed. Well, they just do talk a lot, though. Dick's got a new job. He's happy about that. Commute's a no-go. What? I've tried every possible road to get to my job. I keep coming back around to where I started. They fired Dick for actually up to work? Oh my god, dude. So they do need some highways, huh? Buy shoes, get sick, you know, normal people stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. I think it means it's something about commerce being well, something like that. So we're making very little bit of money every month, not very much. But I start laying down more. How's the infrastructure looking, I wonder? I don't see any power outages. I'm gonna keep on laying peeps down then. Okay, I'm getting kind of nervous. This town's getting kind of big. Taxes are very low, like I said, which is great. We can always raise taxes if push comes to shove. Okay, let's get some more power. Soon to be homeless, all according to plan. Oh, look, we're actually full up on power plants. In this side of town, anyway. Okay, well, I can put some more power plants out here, I guess. But I kind of want to... we should... I don't know. Something's got to be getting pretty old now. They actually lose efficiency over time. But the thing is, we're going to need more very soon anyway. Almost vigilante, huh? Dick sucker. What we got here? So we actually are seeing some pretty low efficiency. Let's knock out the first... we'll knock out the first bunch of these ones, the first 10. And replant them and see when we run out of power again. So it's game's pause, right? We don't want people to be without power for too long. Okay, let's lay these down. Might be time soon to actually put a real power plant down, huh? I live in Brian's backyard. He'll be the Bruce to my Batman. Brian's like, guys, where am I? It's a pleasure to have dicks in your backyard, dude. Alright, so now let's get time going again. Hopefully that's enough power for a while. We got more money. We got more money because they're running more efficiently now as well, financially speaking. As commercial demand grows, we're starting to see more commercial growing here downtown, which is great. We have unlimited need for fucking, like, residential. It's ridiculous. And the time is soon at hand for us to, like, start increasing density, right? Because right now we're just laying down all these little low-density neighborhoods. They're just really nice little neighborhoods. Might be time for some apartment buildings soon. Okay, good. Good. Hang in my backyard anytime you want, dicks. As long as you bring a tent. Because you can't stay in my fucking garage. As long as you pull the weeds, I'll throw some scraps out for dinner. Scowling. Yeah, the dick sucker. Tach. So not only are we getting houses, but again, the income level is going up for the houses. Some of these guys are unemployed, though. I think it's because, well, they're like dick sucker. There's just, maybe the commute's not working out for them, you know what I mean? They need a highway. I could lay down more commercial. I guess what I'm going to do for now. I'll lay down here downtown. That should help some of the jobs. But again, we see some of these situations here where they put these glitchy, not facing the right way kind of zones. But yeah, we need a lot more. We need industry, right? Because the commercial needs are usually pretty low for a town of this low density. But it's building up gradually, it looks like. As the population grows, we see more guys getting jobs and being there more need for commercial. Oh, Venka just playing and trying to get stuff done, and we're sitting here coming up with some god-awful narrative, huh? I was old and half-dead anyways, and we're just living out our fantasies vicariously through Venka's sim characters, huh? The tiny little sim characters. Good, awful. Hey, nice, look at the need for commercial is growing, and we're starting to see more of these buildings pop up here, more businesses. Alright, so I feel like, what's going on with the fucking garbage? They're starting to put some shit out there. Let's have a look at the garbage around town and see what's going on with that. I feel like there should be more garbage. No, they're doing a pretty good job of taking it out to the landfills. Alright. That's cool. Lots of remodeling happening down here, which is great. So far, just mirroring the town over has done a really good job here. It's very effective. We're not making any more money. I was kind of hoping we'd make a lot more money from this whole venture. We're still, well, we're making actually really good money right now. More than 1,000 per month, which is great. We're at way more than we could ever need for a long time, 200,000. And it's just pouring in. Vagrant man? Vagrant man. He comes and eats the weeds. Dix is eating all the garbage after he lost his job. That's why there's no garbage. I wonder how Dix is doing, by the way. We should actually slow down time and go see how Dix is doing. He guys have found a new job by now, I hope. It's just so satisfying to watch shit pop up. Yeah, commercial needs pretty low in general. We're seeing the need for industry going up even higher. Any need for agriculture yet? No. Everything else they have a need for, though. I think by now we should have a pretty smart population. It's almost time to start building high-tech industry, right? I might expand the town outways on both sides a little bit and just fill it with industry. Vagrant? Oh my god. To be sick if they could become vigilantes. Because, you know, they actually made jokes about that in this game. If you don't have, like, good police coverage, they say, the Sims are going to go vigilante. But I assume they actually don't. But if I made a my Sim, maybe he would. Okay. So... yeah. I could actually fill these 3 spots with industry. And I'm going to do it. There's lots of unemployment around town. But as long as there's no lack of power or water, I'm fine with that for now. Let's put some industry down and hopefully it becomes high-tech. I think it will, because we're pretty well educated. And we have been for generations. Oh, hang on. Pause. What's going on with our college? We have doubled our population. I haven't gone to fix the funding for college yet. Let's see what that's all about. Funding. I want to look at education. What do we got here? So elementary schools got pretty low population. The library is looking good. Second one's also looking good. Museum is got pretty good activity, but also not overflowing. High school's looking good. The first high school is looking quite overfunded. They both are pretty overfunded. Elementary school's looking good. Those ones actually got a pretty large population for now. The college is... I guess everything's looking pretty good here. In fact, I probably have lower funding a little bit for some of this stuff. Good stuff, Slade. Hopefully you can stay sane at night, dude. Okay, so let's see here. I want to... for the large elementary school, I want to lower the funding. So we don't have, like... No, not that low. This is a shitty interface. It makes more sense to just click it directly. The other interface shows you, like, what you're changing it to. I wish I could just bring up the other menu. Okay, so I guess I can't do that. I'm just going to go through one by one and fix their budgets. So let's just bring up the education map. Okay, what do we got here? The high school. We have too much capacity. We need to lower it to like 200. I always like to have like a little buffer there just in case it suddenly grows. Elementary school. We have way too much capacity. Lowers to like... what's up right above 30? Can I raise it by one smidge? I wish I had like a number here, like a dial instead of a slider. It's really annoying. College is looking good. Museum looking good.
Yeah.
Library, I know that's looking good from another thing. How about going on down here? So we've got the large high school here. And lower the capacity quite a bit. Like 224 should be alright. Until we increase our population size. Like our density, I mean. Medical center is yeah, way too much capacity. elementary school. Let's lower this down to like maybe like a hundo or so. It's like 120 is as low as it goes before it goes down to 60. Okay, so we got some better. We've lowered our funding for a lot of stuff. I think we've brought it into line, I should say. So that should mean a lot more income for us every month. Yes, we're making $2,000 a month, which is crazy. We are sitting pretty, dude. I could afford some more landfills. I think I kind of want to take advantage of that a little bit. So let's do that. I got so much money now. I'm just in case, just nip it in the bud. So let's go here to our garbage situation. We can also afford our recycling center. We should do that too. Okay, so we'll landfill zone. Put the landfill right here. Drag it to 1600. Like that. Make it pretty uniform. Yeah, it's pretty uniform. Okay. Go out here. Put one out here too while we're at it. 1600 or so. Like that. Okay. So let's put a recycling center somewhere. Let's see, lower our overall garbage output. It's not that expensive. How the recycling center be like? Right, where at, do you think? I guess maybe right up here? I don't want to put it too close to that guy's house. It needs power too, I think. Right down here is the total population, 13,000. Little sim icon. We also have the money there. So money and population. I might put it by the fairground, the recycling center. Maybe not too close. How about right up here? Okay. That should save us a little bit of trash. What else I want to put down now? We're just making buco bucks, dude. Like, I've never had a run this successful before. Like, we can just splurge on whatever we want at this point. But I don't really have much need. I wonder how the jails are looking right now. Probably all right. We have a very small population. Again, we have very low density. We're spreading out really far, but very low density. So it's not like we really need. We probably don't have that much people in jail. It might be time to start thinking about highways. Like, maybe put them on the outside of town and have people be able to like go around it. You know what I mean? Instead of having to go through all the traffic to get from one side to the other. Because let's also keep in mind, we're going to expand sideways too. Like, basically, right now, all this farmland is temporary. The farmland is there just to give us an income while our city is small. But eventually, it's going to fill up this whole map. So I feel like maybe we should put highways like along this edge here, maybe along the bottom, and maybe up here as well, across the top before we expand out again. What's up deep into the code? It won't work. How will it not work deep in the code? Maybe I can help you out. I can cause them, yeah, I can actually spawn them manually in God mode. I'm not sure in this game they happen randomly, but you can spawn them manually. There are Autosaurus Rex, apparently a giant T-Rex made of cars, UFOs, volcanoes, fire, meteors, robot attacks, all kinds of cool disasters, but they seem to not happen automatically. I try to launch the game and it opens and then it closes right away. Does the actual game close deep, or is it just that you can't see? Like, is it like an open window you can't go to? Sounds like it might be a full screen problem. That's what I have with this game sometimes. But that won't cause the game to actually crash. It just means that it'll usually stay open, but you can't like see it. You can't like click it. Or if you do click it, it doesn't seem to open. But if you have actually no window that opens up at all, then I'm not sure I can be of much help deep into the code. Let's take a moment here, now that we're making buco bucks. And I can't think of anything else to build, I don't think. Except for maybe like a highway. Let's take a moment and go see how our citizens are doing. Let's put it on the low speed. Let's go find our My Sims. I really wish I could figure out how to turn off this microphone. Almost like maybe I have to find another sim and maybe that'll fix it. It probably will, actually. Let's find a sim and then click them. Okay. So usually he stops talking there for a minute, I think. Yeah, okay, so that's fixed a bug. So let's see how our guys are doing. So they're hanging out pretty close. What's she talking about? She had like a little rat icon. I tried all the compatibility settings in windowed mode with a custom launcher program and nothing works. It simply opens the SimCity 4 exe window for a moment and then closes right away. So Deep, you have it on Steam, right? So when you start the game up, it has a message that comes up and says, do you want to play SimCity 4 or do you want to, like, what's the version? Like, read documentation? That's like a little window, right, that pops up first that asks what you want to do. Am I correct? So that's coming. So you click and you want to play the game, and then nothing happens. It doesn't matter if you have... Doesn't matter if you have your custom launcher or the Steam launcher, huh? Yeah, Deep, I wish you could be of more help, dude. It sounds to me like a pretty unusual problem. Thank you, Dix. Tried a bunch of the special parameters, too, people mentioned online. Didn't help at all. Yeah, I use the launch commands. I mean, the launch parameters to fix my resolution and shit. But the game always ran just fine. Even when it had problems with, like, you know, resolution and stuff. It usually was still run, at least. So let's read our blog here, the Dick Sucker blog. So Dix is 56, okay? Very wealthy. You're the CEO of a job? But you're in poor health. Dix is the CEO at Ruswitz Ritzy Plaza. He likes living on the safe side. Gotta hand it to you, Mayor. It's so safe by my house, I didn't even lock my door. In fact, I don't even know where my house key is. Okay, that's cool. But why is Dixon low health? Because he's old? There's plenty of... I mean, the hospital's got funding, right? Let's see here. Yeah. Plenty of capacity left. I think it's this crappy built-in Intel HD graphics card. Have you tried putting in software mode deep into the game? Deep into the code? Using launch commands to put it into software rendering? The fireworks mean it's a new year. You got fired from one job, became a CEO, another job. If it's software mode, it wouldn't be your graphics card. That removes that as being an issue. When you put a game in software mode, it doesn't use your graphics card at all. Let's go see how Brian's doing. He's back at home now. He's retired? He's 72 years old. Family diner may need cleanup. I don't usually do stuff like this, Mayor, but when we were eating at the neighborhood's diner the other day, I saw that mouse run across the floor. Oh, is that what they used to complain about before? These are being inspected. Huh. So what does that mean? Isn't our cleanliness really high? Yeah, land value, education, safety. Interesting. Yeah, do you have the command for the CPU 1 deep into the code? You have to limit the CPUs in the launch options to 1 CPU for some people. That's what I've heard anyway. From Dix and others. Well, let me try it, dude. Give it a shot. Yeah, I saw that post Dick's talking about like 100 times. I was getting the game set up for myself. Okay. It's weird how KG and Brian and Dix are both so damn old. Just like in real life. Okay, so again, our income is real nuts. I kind of want to put a highway up along the side of the town. I put it on this side, I guess. Well, although we have a few buildings over here too, so it's not that simple. Well, yeah, we have no buildings on this side of town, just some power lines. I think I still need the power lines a little bit to keep power to the farms. We could fix that by putting industrial down here. Or just residential. But there's no... Let's put industrial down here. Yeah. Yeah, so I saw... I had this game set up. I had to fix the resolution shit myself, and I did see that complaint a lot. I didn't have to use that fix in particular myself, but I did hear that. All right, so let's pause it. And let's sever this power line, and let's see... Let's see, if I get high-tech industry out here. It's an old game, Dix. Sometimes CPU, when a game sends commands to a CPU, it doesn't specify which CPU wants to send it to, because back in the day there was only one CPU in most PCs in terms of like cores. CPU means core. And so it might be sending it to more than one core on accident and then have trouble synchronizing things. Like something like thing A might finish processing before thing B, and it'll cause a crash. You'll find a lot of software requires only a certain number of cores, but most modern software specifies which core right away. It says, okay, I need this core, right? Give me that core. Whereas some older games might just send commands to your virtual CPU, like your actual master CPU, and that might itself contain many CPUs. And so things might process in a weird order if you don't tell it to only use one core manually. All right, so let's lay out some industry here and see what kind of industry pops up. I want to D-zone. I don't want industry here on Main Street, though. Let's just D-zone that. Oops, I fucked it up. I D-zoned too much. I got a little overboard. Okay, so I'm hoping that we get some non-dirty industry, because I think our intelligence is pretty high. Let's see what happens. So was the first multi-core CPU or whatever a big shift? Since some of the games people had to use it. Excuse me, I'm getting kind of late, guys. Since suddenly programs would have to specify. Yes. Yeah, when that's kind of the same thing with 64-bit Dix. Basically, 64-bit came along around the same time as we got more multi-cores, and so that was a huge shift. That was a huge shift in the way software had to be written. But thankfully, Windows handles it pretty gracefully most of the time. Basically, old command stick or old software says, "Hey Windows, I want to get this done." And Windows will say, okay, I'll do it for you. And then Windows will send that off to your CPU in a number of different ways. It's really only a problem for games, because games are situations where you have a lot of processing going on and they have to synchronize very perfectly. Whereas for most software, it doesn't really matter what order it gets done in, right? As long as it gets done. Okay, yes, lots of manufacturing and aerospace, but not a lot of dirty industry, which is great. There's some dirty industry over here. Maybe I'll get replaced, though. Yeah, fun facts, Dix. Fun facts with Vencabot. Dirty industry, dirty industry. Yeah, here we go. They're getting replaced now. With high tech. Okay, power plant's problem. Not surprised. Industry takes a lot of power. Let's see how we're doing for health up here. So now we're at a time where we actually do need to have more power, rather than having replacement our old power. So I got a decision to make now. Do I want to keep on using fans, or do I want to actually put down a real power plant? I'm thinking fans forever. And what I can do is I can actually take one of these huge blocks of land and just fill it with fans. Maybe even out here in the outskirts, right? Maybe even this block way out here in the corner, where there's no agriculture. Just run power lines. I'll put it right here. That's where I'm going to put it. We have power lines anyway, so we can actually take advantage of these power lines we already have. So, yeah, I'm going to start laying power lines up here. I start laying these fans up here. So why are you playing older sim games and not newer ones? Actually, Dix, there's a good reason for that, and that is to say that sim games suck, apparently. Like, all the new ones got really shady reviews. Basically, the publisher started doing some pretty shady practices. This is actually the last good sim game, I guess, good SimCity game. But the newer one, basically because this franchise died off, because the developer started doing some, the publisher was doing some shady-ass shit, the franchise was recently, its spiritual sequel is that game City Skylines. So it's by a whole different publisher, whole different developer, but they kind of got sick of the fact that there are no good SimCity games. So they started making their own SimCity games as like a spiritual successor. And that game costs like $150 to get all the DLC for. So that's why I'm not playing that. But since I started kind of falling in love with this game, I kind of considered it. But yeah, this game came out in 2003, I think. I guess it's the last good SimCity game. And of course, after SimCity sort of died off, the publisher and the developer did Sims instead. As you know, Sims are hugely popular. So basically, as the need for Sims eclipsed the need for SimCity, because Sims is much more broader appeal, and this is more like a nerdy game, they kind of stopped putting as much work into the SimCity games. And then I guess the most recent one came out in 2013, and that, like I said, was a shit show. Because it had like all kinds of really weird DRM, like always online DRM, and lots of microtransactions, shit like that. So this is like the last good mainline SimCity game. After this game, The Sims took off, and we started seeing SimCity games very rarely. And then the new ones kind of sucks ass. But we have City Skylines now. It's kind of like a SimCity game, but more modern, and not by the SimCity guys. Okay, sorry guys, I went a little rant there. But that's why I'm playing the older ones, mostly because I do like old games, as you know, like retro games. But honestly, if City Skylines is more affordable, I'll be playing that. But that's not really that affordable. You can buy the base game for like $30, but I'd like I like all the DLC and stuff, and it adds up pretty quick. The expansions add like new types of buildings and new types of like different eras. You can build your houses in like medieval times, shit like that. It sounds kind of cool. I guess you can always buy City Skylines and then gradually buy the DLC if there's any interest on stream, perhaps. But I really doubt there's anybody watching except for me, you, Brian. I think it's not going to be a long-term stream. It was kind of down to the dumps today, that's why I played this game, but I think it's not going to be like a game I'm going to play on stream that often. The games are simplified, dicks. And they're trying to bring the SimCity to a broader appeal. So I can see how that rubbed fans the wrong way, right? I wouldn't say the fans are just bashing for the shitty practices. From what I understand, the actual games themselves are pretty dumbed down, which would piss me off too. But on top of that, and the shitty practices, I can see why that'd be really, really annoying. KD's still here. So this is what, manufacturing? This is high tech, but still got oh, it's low pollution. There must be steam coming out, I guess. KD, I'm begging you, KD, as a friend. I know you're pretty, I guess it's too late now, because you're pretty deep into FF8. But I don't know why all my friends want to use EPSXE. It's like one of the worst emulators. Use Beetle or use PSX or use, you know, which one of those two basically. Yeah, basically I think the reason why a lot of my friends use it is it's kind of like it's sort of like retro. Same reason why I used ZSNES for so many years. So when I grew up in high school, ZSNES was the emulator, but now it's like one of the worst ones to use for emulating SNES. And likewise, EPSXE, yeah, right, exactly. Right, that's the one that I used back in, when I was a kid as well. But it's considered to be one of the worst in terms of accuracy. I highly recommend a one called Beetle or Midnathan. That goes by both names. You can get it in RetroArch and set it up pretty easily. It's the most accurate and has a lot of cool graphical features as well. And also there's one called PSX, which is a more standalone, and it's fixations on accuracy, but has pretty much no graphical options at all. But it has like pretty much 100% accuracy. It's like the most accurate emulator. It and Beetle are about tied. But PSX is probably easier to set up because there's less tinkering. There's like no plugins and shit to set up. But it's hella accurate. No, Brian. Yeah, I was at my friend's house last night, Brian. And the power went out. Yeah, use Beetle, okay, use Beetle. Again, I recommend setting up through. I haven't used Midnathan in many years, but it's got a core in RetroArch that I use. I'm not sure if you're familiar with RetroArch. If you're not familiar with RetroArch, it's kind of a lot to learn at first. But Midnathan is a multi-emulator. It's basically, it emulates a lot of different consoles. And although usually it just repackages other consoles, it repackages other emulators. Like Midnathan has like a core for Genesis. That's a core that it uses for SNES. But they developed their own emulator for PS1. So although they mostly repackage emulators, they made their own one for PS1, and that's got pretty popular. It's called Beetle. So if you download Midnathan, it has that emulator already in it, Beetle. And I don't believe that Beetle has a standalone version, but you can run it in Midnathan or in RetroArch. I use RetroArch, of course. Yeah, it happens sometimes, Brian. It happens to me too. The internet just dies. Okay, so I got power now. I forgot what. Oh yeah, I've got industry, right? I've been doing this industry thing lately. Well, since my plan worked, we got high tech and not a lot of dirty industry. I might actually go up here and put some more industry down instead of commercial. Because commercial is pretty low need most of the time anyway. There we go. Its need for industry is really high. I'm very pleased to see that it's not that dirty. It's a very low pollution industry if we have such a high education. Which is great. Our income now is getting crazy because of the industry we're laying down. But the time's going to be coming soon. We have to start thinking about highways and shit. Yeah, again, the DLC adds things like new building types, new types of like new concerns. Like you can start being concerned with like running your own zoo or running whatever else like as an expansion. And also again new like skins for like different eras, and it sounds kind of fun. But yeah, I might buy the base game and then kind of add expansions over time, I guess. Currently, I'm trying to use some of the custom shaders and different graphic plugins to get the best possible graphics I can out of FF8. Different shaders and stuff, huh? Yeah. So you're not happy with just raising resolution? Usually when I play like retro games, like retro 3D games from that era, like PS1 or... Well, again, Beetle... yeah, maybe you're right, Katie. I guess because I just usually raise resolution to like 1080p, which makes there much less jaggies, and they usually have built-in like texture scaling. But aside from that, yeah, I don't really fuck around that much with graphical options. But I kind of find it hard to believe. I'm not sure what your familiarity is with emulation in general. But if you raise the internal resolution of an emulator, it makes things look pretty godlike. And that's something that Beetle can do. I'm not sure about it. I'm sure EPSXE can do it as well pretty basically, like without too much finagling. It's a pretty basic feature of an emulator. But as for like shaders and stuff, again, I kind of find it hard to believe that would be really important on PS1. Because on PS2, I can totally understand because of the increased, lighting effects and that sort of thing in those games. But PS1 and N64 and Sega Saturn, I feel like there's not a whole lot you can do except for raise resolution and do better texture filtering. I have a pretty smooth one I found so far using EPSXE, but there's tons of problems with the main world map. Lots of lag and buffering, but only there. Everything else is fine. Could be because, in the world map, there's a lot of polygons, KD, right? In FF8, the backgrounds are usually all pre-rendered. So it's very low demand in terms of polygon count. But in the world map, there's the only time in the game really was like a ton of polygons. But still, I'm sorry to hear that, KD. Isn't it funny how like half the time you spend with emulators is like playing it, the other half is like fucking making them work right? Because I know what's godlike. Don't get me fucking twisted, dude. Yeah, so we have a lot of demand for industry. We're making tons of money every month. But again, I'm kind of like, it's almost too good to be true, guys. This city is like going so well. I kind of feel like I gotta be overlooking something. The landfills are looking great still. We're well powered. Like everything's working out like really, really well. I feel like my next step is going to be like, again, I have to either think about building industry around the outside, like a layer of industry around the whole city, or start laying out highways. I'm thinking highways should be a priority, at least on this side. Yeah, I got tons of money, dude, and I'm just making it like hand over fist. I'm making 2,000 bucks. I feel like we should spend this money somehow, like at least taxes. Like, what can I even offer these people at this point? Like the tax, like we're already at low taxes as it is. I could honestly lower taxes more. Maybe that'd encourage commercial to grow. Oh, I should start doing ordinances. Like literally all of them. It costs like 500 bucks for all of them, I think. Well, not quite all of them because some of them are kind of bad. CPR is good. This is good. Water conservation, paper waste is good. Free clinic, trash, pre-sort requirement, smoke detector is good. Neighborhood watch, tourism, junior sports. Power conservation, carpool incentive, commuter shuttle service, clean air, youth curfew. I don't like to do youth curfew. This one says, city enforced youth curfew program, an extreme measure for reduced crime. Yeah, I don't need reduced crime. I don't want any extreme measures. I'm gonna hang out all night, I guess. Yeah, so we're spending half of our money now on ordinances, but it'll be worth it. We're so wealthy as it is. Yeah, that's fine. So now we're down to make like 800 bucks a month. But our taxes are low. Do you need a recycling center for trash pre-sort to matter? Yes. Yeah, we have one right there. So they should raise land value a lot. And, lower my power consumption and water consumption and all kinds of other fun stuff. So it's going to be overall a benefit to the city. It's a good way to spend our taxes. And we're still making money hand over fist, really. I could buy a mansion, I wish. Yeah, because honestly, and we have so much money, and our taxes are so, our income is so good. Like, I need to find more things to consume our monthly income, but there's nothing else that I can do, I don't think, unless I expand the city again, which would mean even more income for us. At this point, I might just lower taxes. Let's do it. Let's lower taxes and see what happens. Especially for commercial. It kind of boosts our commercial growth. Make your city shit, buy land for cheap, and then make your city amazing to raise land value. Dix, that's why you gotta play this game, dude. Because you got all the hot tips. You got all the tricks. I could lower industrial taxing. I'm not really sure, again, if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It seems like the industrial agriculture has not lowered its monthly estimate ever. So I think taxing it is, like, good. Like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any effect, like any ill effect to keep that up at maximum. Let's just reduce tax across the board, I guess. Basically, the way taxes seem to work is that if you have high taxes, it discourages growth, but gives you more income. And lower taxes mean you have more growth and less income. But I don't need growth or income at this point. So it's like, just lower it just to make the citizens happier, I guess. I feel good about that. And I mean, we're going to have high growth because of it, I suppose. I bet we're going to see the population drop again as we see more mansions take over. It seems to be a trend. I'm not sure how the mechanic works exactly. Like, I'm not sure how the mechanic works internally. It just seems like whenever I lower taxes a lot of the houses get replaced with mansions, which means we lower our population. And we have a lower... If I look at my my population chart here, I go here. It's like we actually have usually a really, really low wealth population. I'm not sure how you develop your low wealth population at all if you want to. Thanks for the sub, Steve. I'm doing pretty well, Steve. I feel better now. I had a very chill stream tonight with the homies. No face cam. It's kind of relaxing. Prices tax rich even more. Oh yeah, that'll give me less rich guys, right? Yeah, again, I'm not totally sure if I want less rich guys. I'm not sure mechanically. So basically, in my last playthrough, it seemed like when my whole town was all rich guys, the low wealth commercial areas were doing really bad. It was like they didn't want to shop at like the ghetto stores. So there's that negative aspect to it. But in general, it seems like having more rich guys in your town is not necessarily a bad thing. I don't really understand yet how that all works. That's not true, Steve. I'm down in the dumps just in general. Yeah, I know, Steve. You're a busy-ass man. You're taking care of your whole fucking restaurant. You're pretty much that guy. Let's put Steve in the game instead of, you know, for old school's sake. Who do you want to be, Steve? Which one of these portraits do you want to be? A1, A2, A3, B1, B2. We're going to have the 2 line cooks instead of 4, huh? I'm telling you, Steve, that's what they always do, man. Didn't I tell you that before? That when a bunch of guys quit, they use that as a chance to try and see how far they can push you. Oh, maybe we don't need those guys. We can just do it with 2 line cooks. Top furthest right, huh? That's already Brian, though. But it's a good choice. Top left, that kind of does look more like Steve, honestly. No, Brian. He'll come back, dude. I wonder why Brian's character is fucking 80 years old. Wait, Dick's the second? No! That happens in this game? I'm gonna isolate Steve on the side of town. Look at this fucking mansion. What happened to Dick's? Laser head to rest. Oh my god. So again, Dick's second has the same problem that her mother had, which is that she can't get her commute to work at first. Dick's died peacefully last night, surrounded by loving family and friends. She led a good life and left me, her daughter, with her secret stash of recipes. I will represent our family in all future dealings with the city, and will continue to preserve the secrecy of the recipe file. Oh my god, dude. Rest in peace. How's Brian doing? Brian Axe. Cultural mecca, the farmer's market. So Brian's really trendy. The farmer's market has added so much to Vencaville, Mayor. I buy my eggs there every week from Mrs. Cundy. I think she has only 2 dresses. But lately, street musicians are hanging out and playing, and artists are setting up booths. Starting to spend every Saturday morning, they're just hanging out. Nice. Vagrant. The quote-unquote recipe. Take off the fucking cowl. We'd be fine if people wouldn't quit testing the I'm sick bullshit. I'm sick. But Steve, it's true, I'm sick. Steve. I think that maybe they are sick. Sick in the head. Finally found a setting where the graphics look good and doesn't affect in-game performance. I'm kind of curious, Katie, what was the setting? What was it called? Yeah, the city again. I feel like things are going too well almost. Like, holy shit. Just making $500 a month. Even we have lower taxes even. After 2 people skip a week being sick, fucking everyone else should know they're going to fucking ask for a doctor's note before you come back. A doctor's note? I don't understand. They can't just be sick? When I'd be sick to Meyer, I didn't have to, like, leave a note. I need, like, a doctor's note about it. Or because they're gone for so long. No, they skip a week. Being sick, fucking everyone should know they're going to ask for a doctor's note before you come back. Alright, so not only this power line anymore. Right, that's why I built these things here, right? So I could get rid of this power line, and then I could potentially build build a highway here. Peeked open GL2 with basically the max graphics settings, but I turned threading off entirely and used a custom shader that, according to the creator, does some anti-aliasing similar to PS2. Anti-aliasing? Oh, you mean the textures? Yeah. So I meant this, Brian, Katie, like I said. You raise the internal resolution, and then you get some kind of texture filter. Happy to hear you finally got it working to your satisfaction. Usually a day or two is fine, especially if you can get a cover. Hey, what's up, Zanzu? Welcome aboard, dude. Get a doctor's up pretty easily anyways, huh? Alright, guys, I never meant to make a highway in this game before, but I think it's about time to make a highway. At least around the side of the place. Like from all the way up along the edge. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe not in America. You gotta pay for appointments, yeah. So yeah, I've never made a highway before, but we're making so much money, and we have some commute problems apparently in our city. They still gotta get through traffic to get to the highway on the edge, but it could be a good way to get from one side to the other, I guess. The avenues are not expensive as highway, but there are a lot more traffic than roads. Could put an avenue, but let's skip it and make a highway. They're pretty expensive though. Ground level highways or elevated highways. Wait, will it go over? What'll it go over, do you think? Wow. This is way more involved than I thought it was going to be. I never really fucked around with this shit. I never once looked at this menu before. So what happened? Just kind of down the dumps today, Zanzu, in general. I'm not sure about Steve. Steve's having problems at work with keeping his people there. I was just kind of down the dumps today in general, so I decided to take the stream to do something a little more chill. So $1 per month. This one is only $1 per month. Oh, but damn, 600 per segment? But again, what does it go over? Will it go over the city? It will go over the city. Whoa! That's sick. So I wanna... Here's what I'm gonna do then. That's so expensive though. I'm going to build industry out here and then have a highway go over the industry. Right? I don't want to put it over people's houses, of course. But that's sick. So yeah, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to block off this stuff a little bit. Let's just make a bunch of money while I'm at it. Let's just use regular roads as we have been before. How's it been, Zanzu? It's been a good stream, man. I'm not sure if there's anybody watching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Except for the, you know, the best guys. Only the best. But it's been really chill, which is great. Yeah, that means that my plants are getting old. If they get old, they have to get replaced. They'll give me a bigger error message when there's like low power. They'll give me that big error message. But until then, it means they're kind of warning me it's going to happen soon. Yeah, I don't know what that one's all about. These are the news articles. That's the one about a mayor of governing gifts. I think it just means that they're happy with me in general. A lot of these are pretty much all positive, because I'm godlike. Pine for plazas. Even high-density commercial areas need room to breathe, Mayor. That's why placing plazas and open squares does so much for business. Really? What do you mean a plaza? Tell us a plaza. So Brian X is recommending this food place. Brian X is very cultural. He likes to go listen to bands and go out and eat fancy food. Yeah, the one about governing gifts, I don't really know. It's scrolling by too fast. Here it is, Mayor Governing Gifts. Everywhere I turn, I run into a citizen who loudly lauds every achievement of your leadership. Yeah, all he's doing is just saying I'm doing a good job. Okay. So yeah, let's keep on out here. One. Wait, this is not what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My day was eventful. I spent like 4 hours with someone in private on VR chat in silence. Yeah, what? Yeah, some guys have done Discord too, Steve. I never really understood that. People just get in there and be silent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's going through a landfill. That's fine. I'll just de-zone this landfill. No one's using it anyway. Let's see here, right here, landfill, D-zone. They kind of some pretty polluted earth out there because of the landfill. All right. It's comforting to knowing someone else is there. I'm not sure what Zon's on about. When the person decided it was time to sleep, I mean, it was like 4 a.m. for me at that point, huh? And heavy petting, oh my, yeah. Yeah, Zon's a VR guy now. He's in the Matrix. Then they decided it was time to sleep, yeah. I prefer when people just start rambling over chat. You one of those guys too to get addicted to sit in Discord sometimes? Okay, okay. So, yeah, let's extend these streets out, I guess. We're making so much money. Time's nearly up, huh? So we got some power plants that are about to fail. Mindless chatters better than just loudly breathing at each other, huh? Oh my god. Don't really use Discord, but I end up in PSN party chats pretty often. Really? So you have like a PSN headset? Those are old. They're new, old, new. Okay. So I'm just gonna let these ones go kaput and just build new ones out here, I guess. Oh, you plug in your controller, like a wired headset. Yeah, I remember that has that little port on the bottom. Does that work for any wired headset? Like even old school? I guess that kind of would, huh? Huh, that's cool. Is it nice or is that a really shitty one, Dick? That's out of curiosity. I feel like the thing about using that, it comes with a headset, right? But it's probably pretty garbage. What's up, Nathan? Yeah, Vader, like someone's breathing into the mic. Need a Y connector to connect a mic and a headphones. How's your night been, Nathan? Alright, so let's extend these streets out. It's getting to the point where I'm just going to let's let it stay paused. Well, I have all this extra money I'm spending every month now thanks to these new power lines, these new power fans. So now we're getting to a point where I'm not making as much money every month, which is great. I can always raise taxes again, but let's not do that quite yet. But instead, let's just build some industry out here and a highway. My first highway. Not sure if it's going to do me any good, honestly. I mean, they have to still get out of town to get on the highway. But maybe if they're living, like, if they're working, like, way down here and they're living way up here, I guess a highway would probably be good just to go around the outside, I guess. Not really. Hey, welcome back, Brian. I mean, I know you've been here on your phone, but it's good to have the internet back so you can actually use your PC. The PS4 included one's pretty garbage, and I guess it's all right. I just want to use it. It's what I use to talk on Discord. So it's pretty garbage, but at least it works okay. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. That's the one you used before on the stream. I use a noise suppressor for my mics. I'm pretty good, huh? I'm doing pretty well as well, Nathan. I was kind of feeling kind of down with the dumps today. I feel a lot better today. I think tomorrow's stream I'll feel 100% again. I think I need something like this. Just a kind of a laid-back night of just fucking around and not. I guess I felt like I wasn't really in my mind state to play Tekken and Paper Mario tonight. Okay, so now I can make a highway. I want to put the highway not right next to the houses. So is the highway, it's wide. How wide is it? It's 2 blocks wide. So I'll put it over here, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really... How do I build a ramp to the highway? This seems like it's just the part that's in the sky. Butterfly in the sky. Yeah, I actually didn't play any Tekken. It wasn't because I was necessarily... at an on-ramp. Yeah. And an off-ramp. Wait, what? I think it's not working right. No, hang on. Is it going for every street, perhaps? It's doing for every street. Well, that seems counterproductive. So, how does this work exactly? So it goes, you get on there, kinda? What's with the other street? The other lane, I mean. I feel like this is not working right. The one I used is alright. I think it was $20 off Amazon, not the PS4 included one. Okay. Yeah, it's out of curiosity. Oh, I see. It's because it's so high in the air. That's why it looks like that. Oh, so I gotta build some kind of ramp situation. So they can get on from here. It looks... again, I don't think this is what I want. That's not what you would usually see. You usually go over quite a few streets. Just have them fall off. I don't even bother putting a ramp on there. There's gotta be a way to make a ramp like that goes up from the street. Yeah, this is the problem here that I'm seeing. There's gotta be a way to, like, connect it. Yeah, Steve's big into audio stuff. I'm not surprised. Highways and ramps. I just want to make a regular-ass ramp that goes from the street, like it's like turn right from the street. Elevated highway side. I want it to be like at the start of the highway. Yes, that's not how that works. It has to come from a highway to a highway. Drag to end of ground highway, elevated highway, or avenue to build a transition. Okay, that's why. Okay, so let's use an avenue to make a transition. Maybe. Oh, this is extra wide too. Oh, avenues are wide. Oh. I replaced it with a strict headphone and a regular ass microphone, huh? Yeah, with a Y cable of some kind. That's a lot of fucking dollar menu food, dicks. I definitely wouldn't mind that though. Thank you, Nathan Leon, for the advice. Yeah, it's not that I was salty tonight. It's just that I was just not in a state of mind to like want to play a video game. And it sounds kind of weird, right? It's just that I would have much rather have just done something more like this, kind of no objective necessarily, just chilling. Okay, so this highway is not working like I thought it would work. It's almost like I want to make a highway going across town here. Like a ground highway? Maybe I do. I'll cover my agricultural zones, but I think it's alright. Yeah, I'll have to stress on 3S and on Tekken. So, I mean, what if I were to, like, do this and just build a network, unsupervised network? I actually have to do it from here? Or at least get rid of the road? This is very new to me. Can I build industry under the highway, too? That's kind of my concern. Not under the highway, but beside it I can. Because it's just not high enough? Yeah, that's fine. So we can't have shit underneath the highway. That's fine. Okay, okay. So we probably have unlimited need for industry, so I'm just gonna paste a bunch of industry and see what happens with it. So I need the income, to be honest. I mean, not really. I've got plenty of money and I could also raise taxes, but this seems to me like the way I want to do this. But yeah, I've never made a highway in this game before, and it seems like it has some kind of networking system. I have to make other highways in a certain way to connect them. I also kind of want to destroy these ramps. I don't need... Let's destroy these ramps so it's not like every single spot connects it. So let's see if I can do that. Can I just use this to do that? Destroy the on-ramp? Yes. Okay. So this is where it's going to start. Let's just get rid of every other ramp, I guess. I just fucked that up, didn't I? Well, let's see here. That's still probably overkill anyway. Maybe every third ramp should stay. How about a ramp at every quadrant? That makes sense to me. Right, so let's do it like this. We do have these quadrants, basically. So I need a ramp basically right here. All right, so let's see if I can build these ramps like the way they explained I can do it. I just want to build a regular on-ramp. Ground highway overpass on-ramp. This is one I had. The elevated highway overpass on-ramp. Well, I don't understand this. A ground highway overpass on-ramp. What is it connecting to? What happens when the power plants run out of time? Do they explode? I know this. Well, yeah, I think they actually can explode. As you mentioned, I forgot about that. The water towers, basically I never had that happen to me, Dix. The water towers also run out of power eventually, and then they usually just sit there idle. But I think they warn me that it actually will explode. So maybe I should, like, take care of that. I don't want to cause, like, a huge fire. These won't explode. They're just fucking fans. I'm used to using, like, a nuclear power plant, for instance. That's why I got that warning before. The warning came from when I was using nuclear stuff. I think this will be fine. So basically every quadrant I want one of these. Right, so is that working now? Yes. Okay, so let's go through and destroy a bunch of these again. Oh, that's not a traditional quad, though. Because I forgot I extended kind of outward kind of far. It's alright, let's use that as our starting point. Yeah, this is where the old quad was. Oh, that is... okay. No, the old quad is right here. Okay. So that works. Like $1 a month? We're getting there, dude. That's kind of like my stream, dude. Everything starts slow. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay. I'm not convinced that having all these all is a bad thing to get onto the highway, but I feel like having all these exits it's a bad thing for the highway, right? Sure it is. If you're on the highway, you don't want to have unlimited exits. That causes a lot of traffic issues. That's like to escape reality. Use my own joke against me. Okay, so this is the last quad up here. I want this to be a highway. Like, I guess I want to connect it at this end to the ground. That's my thing. So well, hang on. Ground highway cloverleaf. Elevated cloverleaf. Ground highway T section. This is kind of what I want, right? Like, if I made this into a highway, let's go down here. Full 8 hours? Nah. Usually this means I have that goal be, oh, look at this. Roads got replaced somehow. Usually the solitary goal that I run just means... No, don't. It just means that I'm going to play that on some Friday. 8 hours of solitude, that'd be pretty brutal. Now we have to re-industry this area. Put the start of the Friday stream and you'll end up playing for all 8. That's true, Dix. Honestly, it's going to be 3 o'clock right now, and I have very little interest in stopping playing this game. You know, I feel like I probably should. But it's just one of those kind of games that's just so... meditative. Like, there's almost no... There's no way to know when to stop, you know what I mean? It's like you don't get tired of playing it. It's gotta be disciplined, I guess. So before I restart the time, right now the game's paused, I kind of feel like I want to figure out how to get this highways, the ends to work the way I imagine them. Could just be that I don't know shit about highways. Maybe it's not how highways work. Maybe they don't start at the end. Stardew. I should play Stardew soon. 24-hour solitaire stream? Put it at the end of the day. I could do like a... Like, Steve was here for the old 8-hour stream. For the old 24-hour streams. Dix was too for our second one. So as long as I want, Katie. That's ridiculous. Make an on-off at the ends. Yeah, maybe. I should try that option too, huh? let's try that and see if it like works. Maybe you're right, Brian. So I go to the highway options, and I get one of these basic elevated highway overpass on ramps, and I put it right there. I think that might be it. No. Fucked up the commercial, the farm there too. Not that it's a big deal. I'm gonna fuck it up anyway, to be honest. I'll put this highway here. So I'm gonna put some highway. But I have to build a avenue first. So avenues transition between highways and regular streets? No. Oh. Oh, that's kind of sick. This is my first time ever using these before. So now can I connect that with the highway? Or... Looks like the same problem making an elevated highway, right? It's not gonna like connect. Yeah, I want it to like connect though. Ground highway T section. Just turn the highway into a big loop and so it won't have to connect, huh? Then stick a couple of Sims on it. Just let them drive around forever. That's what you think, Dix. There's gotta be a way to like get the Sims onto it. Steve and I can play Mario Kart on it on the highway, huh? Just be the guys by yourselves, no other traffic. Ooh, what about this? To convert a highway overpass to a T intersection, drag, exchange, highlight over a straight highway. What does that mean? I'm gonna put a ground highway. It's supposed to be able to connect to avenues, right? Yeah, it turns into an avenue. It turns into a highway. Okay. Can I plug a ground highway into a... No. Keep the steep drop and name the highway to hell, huh? The highway to hell. I could just literally send it all the way to the end of the map. That's one option I have. A ground highway overpass ramp. Oh, it runs a street over the highway. Highway on ramp. Maybe I just can't do it like I'm imagining it, but that means that these would never end. Like, the elevated highways would never end, except for on this, you know, this little, like the way that it actually ends. So it's just a thing saying, don't drive here, you're gonna die. I can't split it, so it just ends on the ground? Well, hang on, what if I, like for instance, what if I took this on-ramp, but it only did to one side? Like, what if I destroyed this highway, basically, is what I'm trying to say. What if I destroyed this? No, destroyed the whole thing. Well, try that again. Let's go here to the elevated highway and make it like this, like that. Run the street underneath it again. Add the on-ramps. Let's delete this highway piece by piece. Like, boop. Boop. No, it doesn't work. You'd think that, Brian. You'd think that. I'm about to give up out of boredom, which means that I might just run the highway off the map. Just run all the way across. Alright, so that's the quadrant, right? Yeah. Yeah, so let's destroy all these avenues and shit that I just made. Yeah, I don't know, Brian. It seems like there should be a way to do that, but if there is, I can't seem to figure it out. So you've gone from a highway to help traffic to a highway that leads nowhere. Well, the highway still leads into town because you can use these little on-ramps. These little on-ramps I have here. They'll get you on and off of it. It's just that it's going to go out into the middle of nowhere, I guess. Like in Courage the Cowardly Dog. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm just going to take this highway and just run it, I guess, out of here. Like, just run it out away. Wait, what? You can't build highways out of your town? What are you talking about? I can build regular streets out of town, but not highways? Well, it's just kind of obnoxious visually speaking. To leave that, leave the sign there, I guess. I can't just pull it out of town? It doesn't make any sense to me. There's ends. Sounds like plan big loop is a go. Just have it circle the city, huh? Well, I'm gonna have to have it intersect as well. I do want to have a highway going down here as well. Like, I do want to surround the city with highways. That's my kind of like my plan right now. It's just that, yeah, it's all good. Actually, I should probably replace this street down here with a highway. A ground highway. Although, I guess you can't just make ground highways that go across. I guess it seems weird I could just make a air highway, but not just make a highway down here. It said that was like unsuitable or something like that. I guess because maybe the road is there in the way still. I gotta destroy the road first. That must be because I just need to get rid of the road, right? It's okay. I'll leave that the way it is for now. I can't make them turn. I wonder what happens if they intersect. Like if I were to pull this up here, for instance. What do you mean unsuitable? Oh, because the power line? I kind of need the power line still for now. All right, let's let it rock. I don't even need the highway that bad anyway, to be honest. Let's see how the industry grows here. So if you had just built ground highways, would you have avoided this whole issue? Probably, honestly. It's just that, yeah, I'm not even sure what the point is of a. I guess it goes over roads, right? I don't know what's the difference between the ground highway and the air highway. I thought it could go over buildings, but I don't think it does. But a relief for traffic congestion and a boon to commuters. Elevated highway. A relief for congestion. It's more difficult to plan around for connectivity. I guess it just connects easier because of these little on-ramps and off-ramps. But I mean, isn't a basic highway look the same way? I don't know. Yeah, let's just run this and see what happens. I'm learning a lot, though. Learning a lot about city planning, I guess. All right, run it. Okay, we're seeing lots of industry popping up. Hella industry. Making okay money out of the whole thing. But now industry's got no need right now. It finally happened. All we have now is need for... So it's probably a lot of dirty industry too, huh? I didn't even think about that. Name it NyQuil, that relieves congestion, huh? Wow. I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a good night, Steve. So I guess in time it'll become more... I guess a lot of this is actually already high tech. Okay. So now we basically just need more population. I'm tempted to increase density in some parts of town. Maybe now's the time, huh? Maybe rather than expand the city outward, we should make it more dense. Because our city's getting pretty big. It saves me a lot of trouble to make it more dense, because then I would... no, water. Why is there a water shortage? Someone's complaining about water in my news. Let's see here. Oh, because the industry, right? All the industry now. Let's see what's going on with water. What's going on with pollution? So still only the farms are pollution. Call the, the stupid pesticides and shit, I guess, huh? So I need another pump. Because we're using up all the industry now, it's using up a lot of our water. So I'm going to increase, I'm going to do an experiment first. Rather than just increase all of our density to medium, I'm going to start off by increasing certain areas to medium. Gotta water the highway, dude. There's that too, I didn't think about that. Okay. So, why don't we leave downtown as being like for the mansions and shit, and then we'll go along the edges and increase the density where the industry is. Let's try that and see what happens. I think it's going to be pretty ridiculous. We're going to have a huge boost in population. I probably have to fix all the schools and shit. I might just boost all the schools to maximum right now. And expect the worst, and then lower it later, you know what I mean? So we're rezoning these as medium density from low density. So we're going to see the population just go ham. So now we have the low density kind of closer to downtown. Okay. All right. No, shut up with the ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. I get it. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. There's no industry over here yet, so I'm just going to leave that the way it is. All right, so now I'm going to... let's go look at our funding for education and health. And just buff it like crazy for a little while. Just to... make sure we don't have any shortages while we grow. Good morning, Rockerai. This is different, Dick. This is a bum 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 bum. If you repeated every 4 measures, I wouldn't mind. But fuck that bum 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 bum. It's gonna be really expensive for a while, but we just need to do it until we get done growing. It's gonna be painful. We're going to see a huge surge in population, I think. Earthquake? Man, fucking earthquake, Rockerai. That's why I rage quit the first game. Oh, yeah. We are spending almost double what we're earning right now. But it's only in the short term. We got plenty of money to burn until we get kind of stabilized. Yeah, I'm Ryan. We just got to do it until we stabilize in terms of population. Then I'm going to drop it. This is why we saved up all this money. We have like almost $500,000. So this is why. All right, let's watch our population meter, the residential need, and see what happens here. Okay, industry's growing. Population's starting to grow. Okay, we are losing money fast. Good greens sought by Lynx leaders. I received a petition from some of our leisure class citizens requesting a country club. Okay. We shouldn't disappoint these worthies, and you might be able to sneak in a few holes at lunch now and then. Okay. Well, let's do this. We'll do it later. So I need to build a graveyard. Isn't the other graveyard still out here somewhere? Or is it just in the middle of town? I think this point's kind of in the middle of town, huh? Well, let's build it over here somewhere. Or by the recycling center. That's basically what it is. I still remember the classic cheat code in the original SimCity. What kind of cheat code? You mean on the SNES version? Or do you mean on DOS? I mean the graveyard over here downtown. Sounds kind of whack, though. Let's build it right here. Okay, we are burning money, dude. I gotta really watch like the water and the power because we're gonna see population growing like crazy. Hey, university, let's go. Your attention to educational issues and sterling intellectual climate in Vencaville hasn't gone unnoticed. We've been chosen by the academic consortiums to host a beautiful new university. Our Sims' thirst for knowledge can go, now get free refills. I really want that. I'll build it in a second, though. Once we see what the hell this all goes. I'm pretty nervous about this. Okay, power plants are at capacity. That's fine. Yeah, the funds all went bye-bye because I'm temporarily boosted all of our hospitals and our schools to maximum funding to deal with the new influx of population. I don't want nobody to get pissed off at me in terms of like having a hospital fill up. So I bought a bunch of doctors for a while, and a bunch of teachers for a while. Once the population stabilizes, I'm going to lower funding again a little bit to where it needs to be. Type fund would give you $10,000 for free, but if you do it 5 times, you cause an earthquake. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around with it here. That's crazy, Rock, right? Let's build a few more of these power plants because we're gonna need a lot more power here as we grow our population. Okay, that should be okay for now. Well, Brian, what happens is they say, we're going on strike, or the hospitals are gonna, all the doctors are gonna fucking leave or whatever. And it goes by real fast sometimes. I don't want to risk it. I had too much money, I thought it was gonna be okay, but maybe I should probably do that, huh? The population seems to have stabilized mostly, although we still have high need. Maybe they're already all maxed out for space, huh? I'm not really seeing the medium density. I'm seeing, oh, this is kind of medium density. Okay, I see. Yeah, sure, got some apartment buildings popping up here. Yeah, here's some more apartments. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna build up some more here. So this is medium density right here. I see some apartment complexes. These ones are all low density up along the edge. What? Oh, look at these ones are, some of these are are medium density already. Okay. So are these all? No, I think these ones are down here, but they're not up here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I wonder how the landfill's gonna handle this. Okay. So let's build along up here too. This is downtown. I want to get those ones. Let me zoom out. That one's a high. This is already medium density. This one probably not though. Okay. That'll do. If you do it in SimCity 2000, it would give you a loan with an extremely high interest rate. It's basically like a loan shark. This is SimCity 4, so the code probably still here somewhere. Okay. Fund it. Let me actually kill all of these. And then see what spawns in. Here we go. Huge population jump. Expenditure's going nuts. Oh, yeah, the population's just going nuts right now. Okay, let it rock. Don't want to go to the negatives too far. More or less stabilized from the look of it. Relax, lady. Okay. So now I'm going to look at my funding situation and adjust it as necessary. The classics rocker, only the classics. So let's use our map to look at our education, for instance. And adjust funding as needed now. Pretty much, Brian. It'll build up again, though. So the high school, much to my surprise, doesn't really have that insane of a population right now. Let's knock this down to like double what it is right now, like 320 or so. That'll do. Elementary school has a pretty high number for what it usually has, but it doesn't need that many. Double this to like 60, or go to like 120, yeah, that's fine. The college has 300, which is great for right now. Knock this down to like 1,000. Oh, it's been knocked down to like, yeah, 700. Museum.
Yeah.
Knocks down to like 300 or so. Just have a little buffer window there. Okay, here's some education out here. 80, knock it down to like $1.60. That'll do. High school, knock it down to like 360 or so. It's gonna be a little buffer from the city grows again, or if there's sudden growth for whatever reason. This is what the... Where's my... This is the library, right? Way too many books. Leave it at that. Okay, so now I have a library up here too I gotta fix. It's kind of hard to see though. It's by the high school, I know that much. You have to look at a weird angle to see it. It's so dinky. Rotate. Where is this dinky little place? Right here. Okay. Lower our number of books down to like 3,600 or so. My thinking, Brian, is that with this new amount of population, we're gonna have an insane income to make that money back lickety split. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. So where's our health situation looking like right now? We've got a medical center. Okay. Lower the capacity down to like 1,400. How about over here? Yeah, about 1,400 or so is fine here too. Okay. So that's funding all adjusted. Now we're looking like for our income. No! We're still under, but how? The old power plants, maybe? What's going on here with these power plants anyway? So this one's all fine. Some of these are mighty old, though. They should be pretty much on the verge of dying. So this one here is pretty much dead. The rest are fine. So I'm gonna delete this one, and that's it. Oh man. The whole point you left buffer was to compensate for growth. Then you just went berserk. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Brian. In retrospect, it was a bad idea. But honestly, it's because I never did anything like this before, ever. I have never, like, did a sudden growth in my population, so I was kind of scared. So I can start taxing citizens more again. And now it should go up. I should actually blow up astronomically if I were to raise taxes. Let's look at the taxes. So I'm making 7,000. I need to make I need to make 8,800 here. Yeah, it went up by quite a bit. Let's do this. This should get me where I want to be. Not quite. Yeah, there's mad demand for commercial too. There's just so much demand for everything. Commercial is probably more cost effective than residential at this point because commercial doesn't generate that much more sanitation costs. I might just start building a bunch of commercial out here on this side. I could build some commercial down here, first of all. That's kind of my plan. I was waiting for demand to come back. I could go build this. I'd also raise the commercial density. Let's just do that. Let's go over here and go to our zone commercial and go to medium density And once again, I'm going to kind of leave a pattern where like my downtown area, like this strip down here, the main center strip, I'll leave that at low density. But everywhere else, I'm going to go a higher density. Is that industrial? No, it's a travel agency, okay. We've got mad demand for like everything except for industrial right now. Which means I can grow my commercial zones substantially. I wish the zoom in was a little more coherent. Now that is industry right there. Yeah, it's coming back to me now. So this is in commercial, and this is commercial. All right, so we're going to see growth in commercial here now. There's some more commercial out here. Oh yeah, I remember these now. These strips. This is housing anyway out there, that far. Okay, so we're going to see a big boost now in our commercial growth. And that should be all right. Let's fund it. Build! Oh, a huge jump in our income right away. All right, now we're back in making money. Okay. Let it stabilize. Once again, we're losing money now. It's a fight. Wow, this is crazy. So I can get a radio station. Oh, I forgot I can make like a bunch of new stuff, right? Like a university and shit like that. I'll do this all in a minute. So we're still not making money. We're still losing money every month. But we're seeing a lot of growth happening too. Yeah, the country club, right. Country club, lots of cool things I can make. Oh man. Yeah, we are not losing much per month, but we're kind of fluctuating back and forth in terms of profits. But our population growth is just going nuts, which is great, I think. That's going to unlock new stuff, is having a bigger population. Lots of fluctuation, though. I could actually tax them a lot harder, but I could also just expand out and put more houses down. Let's put a country club and shit down. Although, no, I don't have enough money for that. Because that actually costs hard money. Seems like low-density expansion is more bang for the buck than mid-density. Yeah, you're kind of right, Brian? Kind of what we've seen here. This is my first time ever trying to like expand the density, and it seems like I'm not sure why it's more expensive. Well, here's another thing though, Brian. If I do that, I gotta build more schools and shit too. So I have, because right now all this entire area I have is covered by education and health. If I were to expand again, I would need to, you know, broaden that. There's some demand for industry right now, though there wasn't before. I'm gonna take advantage of that a little bit and put more industry along the outskirts. How's pollution looking? A little bit of pollution in there for the first time ever, which kind of sucks. Is that dirty industry? I'm seeing lots of smoke in this area. Oh, nice! I got a better fire, a better fire station. That's cool. I think that's high tech right there, right? Industrial high tech, but it is making some pollution. Maybe it's the human aspect that's causing all the pollution. Like all the cars. wonder if I ever unlocked any new ordinances. I found that some are only unlocked after you do new stuff. Need more Teslas, Katie, for sure. Yeah, half mil, now you only have 26,000. They were to follow Roscoe Waffle. Let's expand industrial. Brian, your argument is good. Basically, Brian, you're right. Because last time I wasn't that well paid either when I expanded, and it ended up like giving me a lot more income. Let's put some industrial down to make some free money, basically. And then once that demand dries up, we will start laying out more houses this direction, I think. Well, what should I do, Katie? Put them all in jail? For being eco-terrorists? Because they are. Honestly, they are. I wonder if anybody's county got better from having this highway here. I could hang them all, I guess. So this is not going to all grow in right away, I don't think. Because I'm not sure my industry need is that high. But it should at least get me positive. That'd be a sick fucking disaster, Katie. How sick would that be for the next SimCity? Thanos snap disaster? Where half your population just dies? I'm not seeing the huge boost in income that I was really hoping to see. From all this industry popping up. Okay. So industrial need is kind of fluctuating now, big time. But, you know, those things are still appearing. We're back and making money. I gotta keep putting out more power plants, too. That's the downside. Okay. So we have a large commercial need. Thankfully, that doesn't require me to rezone anything. I mean, it doesn't require me to build hospitals or anything like that. Good night, Katie. Have a good rest, man. Glad you got your emulator working right. Okay. So I'm going to build commercial here around the fair. We have so much commercial need right now. I just don't want to build it too close to the landfill. I want this to pretty much just remain as, like, nothing. I guess I put commercial out here. Like on the north side. That makes sense to me, right? The only problem is I gotta figure out how to deal with this power. No, power's fine now. Okay, power's fine. Let's get rid of all these power pylons and build some commercial way up here. Okay. Maybe this could be our saving grace, is commercial. So basically I'm kind of loath to expand residential right now, is my thing. Because, again, I don't want to have to deal with all these doctors and these schools. And the fire department and that sort of thing. I will leave fire department up here, by the way. And I guess police. Hopefully the farms are still powered from this pylon there. I could just put them around the outside of the trailer park, girl. That's probably what I should do at this point. Oh, it actually should be powered from this way. Okay, I see. Okay, that's fine then, either way. So let's destroy this. Look at this ugly ass shit right here. With manufacturing. No, it's a dirty industry. Fuck. That's because I haven't really had time to grow yet. I think it starts off as dirty and then it goes clean eventually. Hey, it's solar. Somebody's manufacturing solar panels out here. But you can't use them to get power. Okay. So let's start using this north side for commercial. That means we need to start laying more streets again. Let's go to the street grid. Oh, but I'm going to be running low on money. It's okay. I can always borrow. That's never been a bad idea ever to borrow. Oh, fuck. I misclicked. Okay, so let's go here and build some more of these roads. Okay, so what are we looking at now? Let me get a little bit more. No, that's fine. Okay, so now we can go across. Thank you, Dennis Matty B, dude. 7 months? Wow, time has flown. Yuna's the best. I'll be back and active soon. Miss y'all. I'm sure I'll see you around, Deadass, dude. I'm gonna be here for fucking ever, so I gotta worry about that. Yeah, thank you, dude. That support goes a long way. Okay. So I don't have a lot of money left to lay down commercial, but let's do it. Medium density. And this is downtown, so let's try and avoid that still for now. Let's do it like this, basically. Okay. Nice boost to income. Real nice boost to income, wow. That's a real nice boost all of a sudden. Build a couple of power plants. We'll build like 3 more of these, I guess. Okay. Lots of commercial needs still. Not sure if they're done building over there or not. I'll just wait till I get the money to build some more commercial. Oof, man. This could be the trick, Brian. I think these commercial zones might get us where we need to be. Because there's so much commercial need still. It's going to be pretty good for generating scratch. Although our expenses are going up, like, in tandem. It's kind of a trend lately. I'm not sure what's causing that. Expenses rising as we build. Go, fire trucks, go! So this is where the fire department doesn't reach anymore. Go, fire trucks! Got those hungry farmers, dude. Go! Douse the flames! So yeah, we are not making as much as I would like. But we still have pretty high need for commercial. And we're making money. But we're outside of the reach now of the police and of the fire departments. So we're going to have more of those disasters pop up where I have to actually like manually send out the fire department, at least for now. Basically, it's time for to make an area up here where there's no residential. That's kind of my thinking, right? We need to make some areas that have no residential. It's just commercial and industry. That way we can not have to school people out there. I think a lot of these power needs we're having are not because we're running low on power plants, but because the ones we have are getting pretty old and less efficient. It might be time to start knocking some of these over up here. No, these ones are all good, honestly. So down here, how about? How you guys looking down here? Pretty good. Yeah, efficiency's still pretty high. We'll see some loss here. That's fine. Let's keep building new ones for now. The time will come, these will get knocked down, and then it's going to be pretty. We'll be in pretty good business. Let's build a few more new power fans, whatever they're called. You know, those spinning things. All right, sweet. So now we can see some more growth, I hope. I feel like we probably don't have much more industry or commercial goodwill. Usually, again, I'm used to commercial being kind of hard to level up. It seems like this has actually been really successful lately. Okay. Yeah, there'll come a time soon where we're going to start building more houses again. This might be it right here. Got any more get up and go commercial? Might be it. It's looking pretty tense. Might be time for some more population growth. Alright, here we go. We're starting to dip. Yeah, so this is the last area we can make of commercial for sure, for now anyway. But we're making $1,000 a month again, which is nice. That's how we accrued our last fortune. We saw a sudden spike in commercial growth again because I think the population started to kind of move out there and get jobs. These power needs are ridic. Straight ridic. I could totally get rid of all these fans with just like one power plant. I was really trying to avoid the environmental damage. I'm not a huge fan of industry. Basically, based on my first few playthroughs, I'm just not a huge fan of power plants and industry. It seems like it just complicates things. So we're nearing 20,000 population. We have very low industrial needs still. Probably until we get more population, I would think. And this will start to fill in a little bit. Okay, I think now the thing to do would be, as long as we're downtown, we gotta start looking at fire and police. So I still need to double my city size to unlock the deluxe police station. So there's still police coverage out here, pretty much. It's not that bad. So down here, I've got this, this big circular thing down there. Circular. So basically, I would put it like right here. It's kind of where I was doing before. So I'll leave police for now. How's fire looking? Maybe fire's all right too, at least in terms of. Oh, I have the fire department, the landing strip now. Provides widespread fire coverage. Oh, that's great. Takes a lot of space on the ground, too, though. It's kind of weird how it doesn't show my fire coverage. I had the same problem before. Looks like it's a weird bug. It's like a really faded out little line. Yeah, there's one. I can see it now. This really isn't that much bigger. Okay, so which one are you talking about? Like a really old fire station, a really old power line. Yeah, it's hard for me to see. Yeah, but it's kind of weird how it's not as bright as like the one I'm placing. Okay, let's see here. So one of these is really old, at least one. Some of these ones, huh? Yeah. These ones were placed together originally. Okay. So I'm going to destroy these first 3. Right here, here. My goal is to get rid of the spot and make it residential again, basically. Or commercial, perhaps. Alright. So I think we still have enough power, though. Because, again, we have... Those weren't generating much power anyway. Oh, commercial needs back up again. Okay, well, I'm going to place some more commercial then. Okay, so I'm going to need some more power plants. Whew. I think it's going to be a time for a break here, guys. Come back to this game another time, perhaps. Why does this one get placed sideways? Let me just fix that. I'm not sure if it has any impact on like the gameplay, but it's really weird looking. All right, so let me fix this and this, and we'll do that and that as well. So we're still making $800 a month profit. We're getting close to getting, 70,000 straight up dollar dues. Commercial is growing. We're starting to see fluctuating here. Once the population gets aware of it, I think it's going to fluctuate back up. It's going to be, this might have to be some population up here. Like some new low density housing. I got enough money now where I can place the country club. Let's actually have a look at that real quick. Like, what have we been missing this whole time? For gifts. I skipped a whole bunch of gifts because I was kind of in a stressed out situation. Here's a country club. It attracts the rich, may upset the rest of the Sims? Man, doesn't make any sense to me. Put it by the graveyard. Fucking country club. The country club down here. What does it look like? So beautiful. Okay, so what else can we make? The university, right. That's a huge amount of money every month, though. The radio station? Okay, so it's pretty easy to just drop down. I think it's only 1. Oh, it's actually 4. I'm going to put that over here where the old windmills used to be. We're going to put it here with the... with the refinery. Or the water pollution thingamajig. The way the rich can hit stray balls into gravestones and fallen Sims, like Dix the First. Rest in peace. It's probably Dix the Second now, too. So much time has passed since then. It's been like 800 years. Let's see here. So let's go here and play some more of these power majigs. Once again, we're seeing our costs rapidly approach our income. Like, what is causing that? Also, how's trash looking? Landfill's still looking fine over there. That landfill's looking fine. These ones aren't even touched yet. Let's just look at Brian and Dix. Where you guys at? Brian the Second, Steve the Second, Dix the Second still alive. How old is Brian the Second? He is 45. How old is Dix the Second then? Now 64. Okay. They're all very highly educated, except for Steve, obviously. Why is Steve in poor health? He will not abide lack of medical services. Mayor Vencabot, Blinky P. Enthouse, had a blister that needed lancing the other day, and actually had to drive her across town to get to the nearest hospital. What? What are you talking about, Steve? Where are you at, Steve? Do you live up here? No, he's driving around up here. I think health coverage is pretty universal. You need to stop complaining, Steve. Alright, so high need for residential, low need for everything else. And again, our education is pretty much limited to the city limits. So if I'm going to add more population, I'm going to need to... put down more schools and shit. I would do it out here, essentially. This would be... I need to get rid of this landfill. But no one's using it anyway. Steve is salty because another cook called in sick. That could very well be. So I might just expand this landfill and get rid of this one. Since no one's using it, I should just get rid of this anyway, honestly. It's just costing me money every month. Like, a lot of money. Landfills are really expensive. Watch my costs. Fire breaks out again. Oh no, I didn't fucking... Hang on. Disaster. I want to fucking send the fire trucks out. Go, fire dispatch. Go! Can you drive on the highway while minigames? Those are not recurrent. I don't know. I never done the driving minigame yet. I assume so. You can drive in regular streets, I know that much. Alright. Man, it's paused. Oh, it's not paused. Fuck. I thought it was paused. So let me decommission this fucking landfill. Let's see, right now we're spending $1,700 a month. $1,700, $100. Now it's going to be... Boom. So yeah, it knocked down by almost 200 just to get rid of that landfill. Which is nice. I do not recur. Nice to meet you, man. I think the stream is not going to be around for much longer. I'm getting mighty drowsy. This sure has been fun. All I could do is I could use this high need for residential and raise taxes. Because it's starting to get a little bit rough out in these streets in terms of keeping the budget balanced. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, Brian. Thank you, dude. No water, no way. So we're out of water somewhere. Let's see what that's all about. I don't see any water problems. Where is there water problems? No water, no way. Really far, so we need, man, let me see here. No, where? Oh, I can see the water need. Barely for what their stamps. Put in more pumps. How old is this? I don't really see. That could just be really old. I don't see a need for water. Looks like all of our water pumps are working fine in terms of our quantity we're outputting. So what's the deal with this water treatment? Do I need more water treatment plants as well at some point? It treats 2,400 cubic something a month. And this produces 20,000. So maybe I do need more water treatment. I probably do. Got a very high monthly cost though. I have no idea if proximity has any importance to this water treatment plant. I could put it over here where it's more pollution. I don't see why I shouldn't, honestly. caught a little at the beginning of the stream, and I'm one of the people that gets invested in the long plays. Like, I really want to see you finish Paper Mario eventually, because I've never played it and watched all the good stuff, Brian, yeah. Yeah, I've been thinking about that, you know, like, if there's anybody actually into that sort of thing or not. This is much more huge than I expected it to be. Some water treatment out there, good. So you got more water treatment, it's cost me a lot of money. In fact, it puts me back in the fucking black. And put back in the red, I mean. I kind of want even more than one. It's okay. So we have the one for now. So I need to raise taxes, I feel like. Now's the time to raise taxes. I have to raise taxes or increase my population. And I think I'm not going to do that again tonight. I think I'm done with the population stuff tonight. Let's raise taxes. I'm going to pump it up to 10%, and I'm going to see how that affects my my need for residential. I'm going to keep pumping it until there's no more need for residential, basically. Might make the rich leave town, though, is another thing that's kind of frustrating about that. Oh, I can pump the taxes on dirty industry to get rid of it. Oh my god. Never considered that before. Okay. Yeah, let's see what happens here. So we're making good money now. Yeah, we're getting income now, Zanzu. Up to you to decide what you stream, but I do to my completionist nature. I do like seeing things from start to finish whenever possible. Yeah, I'm kind of relieved to hear that, because, you know, I kind of feel like in the past I might have wasted my time finishing some games. Just because I know that in my mind I might be that kind of person. Yeah, it says no water, no way. I think I've got plenty of water. Okay, get rid of all these and see if it pops up again. I don't see any, like, water. Usually if there's someone who needed water, it gives me a little prompt. Like a little drippy drop watery prompt, but I don't think there is any such thing here. No one needs water that bad. And we're getting good. I pump taxes by quite a bit, and we're getting a lot of income. I can actually raise taxes, like, astronomically, because our demand for residential is so high. But I feel like, I'm not sure why that causes, like, some more... It's almost like, I don't know, I don't understand, like, city planning, Dick, Zanzu. But I feel like when I raise the taxes, the rich leave. And when I lower the taxes, the rich come. And if I raise the taxes like to 11% or more, will the town just fill with lower income housing? And if so, why is that? They want to be... Yeah, I understand that. I understand that if taxes are low, it makes sense that the rich would buy up all the land. That makes sense to me. But... I guess I don't really understand entirely. Anyway. We're making good money now. I kind of want to raise the taxes even a little bit more. So I can put a university down. Actually, I already could. Let's put the university down right now, just to do it. I wonder if it has like a radius like the other schools do. No, it's like the college. It has no radius. I'm gonna put it up here. This thing is fucking huge. You cannot drive through it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to destroy some roads up here. Like this. Could be an experiment to change the tax rate on housing between the rich and the mid-poor class instead of keeping them even. Yeah, I guess you're right. If I really wanted more rich, I could just lower the taxes for the rich. But I'm not totally sure, like, why you want certain kinds of population. I'm not really sure what that all entails yet. Like, why would I want to have more rich and less poor, or less poor and more rich? I want to turn it sideways. If I turn the whole map sideways? No. Need to leave a little more road. Alright. So let's go down here and place the university. Tax the rich more so we can keep population numbers higher. You mean, yeah, but that would get rid of the rich, you would think. The rich would leave in that case. What do you mean area already occupied? No, it's not. By what? Already occupied. By the college? You can only have the college or the university? I moved it further away from the university or from the college. The whole map's already occupied. Oh, I can put it out here. Because this is finally far enough from the... No? Oh, well, was it glitched? No, it still won't go here. I think it has to be far enough from the college. Here, the college is too damn close. Oh, that's fine. I could put it on this side of town. Right by the country club. Sure, that works. Can I put it the other way so it's facing the city? Put it right here, I guess. The poor are the ones working the farms, making that money for you. The rich just sitting there in their pools. You know, Brian. So much passion. But you're right. Honestly, you're right. All right, let me zoom in further. Where's the front? Yeah, so the front is here. I guess it's just too wide. That's fine. I kind of like this too. University. Nice. Any other gifts we got? Yeah, you're right though, Brian. Like in terms of gameplay mechanics, you're still right. Like the rich don't seem to really... Oh no, they buy stuff, it seems like.